Hi everyone, it's Max. Welcome back to my channel. It actually should be welcome because this is obviously the first video. And I'm really excited to be here and I'm so glad that there's space for me here. Um, I guess today's video is just gonna be like get to know me because literally I'm sure who the hell even are you? And what the hell are you doing on my screen? So you'll get to know that. But for now, all you need to know is you should subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. But let's begin. So, first of all, things that you need to know about me. I am a Virgo. I'm a Virgo, and I feel like if you understand astrology or if you like astrology, that will tell you all you need to know about me. If you don't like astrology, this probably I'm sure I'm not going to talk about astrology that much, but it definitely will be mentioned because this is a page about manifestation, materializing. Max materialized. Y'all get it now. Exactly. So, essentially that this is for materializing your goals. You're going to learn how to materialize your goals. You're going to learn how to be connected to yourself enough to know what you want inherently. I've always found myself getting exactly what I wanted because during my 18 years of life, I've cultivated a way of living that essentially promises me success. And you might be listening, you might be like, Max, what the fuck? What do you even know? You're 18, you don't have enough life experience to have all that down packed. And that might be fair, but I honestly can say I'm living a happy, successful, abundant life. And you can either listen to me and find out how to live similarly, or you can hate on me. And either way, I will still be living a happy, wonderful life. So you might as well just stick around. You might learn something. My entire life, people have known me for being confident, for being just very accepting of all people, including myself. I live a very, I want to say holistic lifestyle because I just listen to myself and I listen to others and I am very intuitive when it comes to that. And I think that's how I get my confidence in a sense because I know everyone else can be just as confident as I am. So why should I be confident? I have no reason to not be. Um, I'm here honestly on my channel to inspire confidence in as many people as I can. Too many people live their lives not reaching their full potential because they're too scared, too anxious, too afraid to see that bigger and better side of them. But we can see that person and we can begin almost a process of becoming that person. It is a process to kind of adopt the habits and the mindset and the process, like the thought processes that go into being that idealized version of you. It's not impossible, but people go around playing their life like it's impossible and therefore it never happens. And so, for example, if you wake up every day feeling like you're not going to achieve anything, you're not going to get anything done, your brain will say, okay, you're right, and continue to act that way. Whatever you tell yourself you are, that's what you become. And I don't think people understand the weight behind their words, the weight behind their actions, the weight behind their thoughts. Your life is your thoughts at the end of the day. How you perceive the world and think about the world is how you're living your life. Because someone else could have the exact same experiences as you, but turn it into something completely different and inspire themselves or create something new and be inspired by the change in mindset and perspective and whatnot. But that's all gonna be in a different video for sure. Just a little background about me. Let me think. In middle school, I was so incredibly anxious all the time. And don't get me wrong, I still have anxiety, and my body loves to remind me of that in the worst times. But I still have anxiety, but it was so bad during middle school, especially because it was a social anxiety. Now my anxiety has kind of like turned into the adult anxiety of so many things are going on that I have to keep track of, and I'm just a imperfect human being. But seriously, in middle school, I had really bad social anxiety, and I had a choice. I could continue living how I was, scared to speak, scared to be seen, scared to do things that make me happy because I'm afraid of how other people will perceive it. I had to drop it. I had to completely change my mindset. And honestly, I had my mindset change over the span of COVID. Being isolated, being alone, it really did. Even at the age of like fucking 12, 13, it really did give me more time to reflect on like my anxiety and kind of realize like, hey, I don't have that much to be afraid of. The world is not that scary. People are not thinking about me as much as I'm thinking about me. And I really had perspective change, which eventually that self acceptance turned into self love, turned into self confidence, etc., etc. And now I'm sitting here and I'm not scared to do anything I want to be seen. Well, eh, yeah. And eventually I did kind of like come out my not come out my shell because I was never shy, but release myself of the anxiety of being seen. I had to let it go at some point because it could have eaten me alive. Just a bit about me and like the success I've created. Let's see. I graduated a year early from high school at 16, started college at 16, got into my ideal school, my dream, not my dream school would be the school of life, where I will learn in my own time through my own experiences and not have to pay for it. But hey, University of Pittsburgh is not that bad. I love it here. I'm a econ major, and just to understand financials, honestly, I want whatever field I end up going into, I just want to understand the money that's coming into my pocket and how to maximize it, how to budget it, etc., etc. So that's my main reason for being an econ major. Other than that, it's just really interesting to me. It I just didn't feel like there were other people like me, especially because, mind you, I went to a public school in the Bronx, had about like 200 students, 235 I think was the last count. But yeah, it wasn't a lot of people to find and to find connection with, you know. So that honestly contributed a lot to my decision to graduate early. In addition to just like I wanted to get out there, I wanted to see so much and have like new experiences, and I knew that I wasn't getting what I could have been getting from high school, if that makes sense, because I was already intelligent and smart and mature and all those experience things you're supposed to become due to high school. But I kind of came into high school like that, and so I ended up graduating a year early, like the fucking goat I am. Sorry, I just need to accept that sometimes because it wasn't hard, but it was so wild coming to college at 16 and not. I flunked my first semester so incredibly badly, but that's the point about materializing that we're going to get into. But that's one of the points of materializing that I want to talk about. Seeing what you have now, changing the perspective on it, and then acting in accordance of the new perspective. And I hope I can teach everyone just how to live a more peaceful, more, I want to say personalized, but that's like not 100% the word I'm going for. Just like I want people to be connected to themselves, because that is the easiest way to live a life that will make you happy. If you have the relationship with yourself and the connection to yourself to know your inherent wants, your needs, what you're feeling, how those feelings need to be processed, XYZ, you can unlock so much potential because you'll know how to reach your goals intuitively. And yeah, that's really all I had to say. I'm so glad to be here. um, I think honestly that's it. So that is it for me today. But thank you so much for listening, truly. I hope you like, subscribe, go in the description. I'm sure there's some social media. Hit me up, like my pictures. That'd be nice. Thanks. I think that's it. Peace out.